What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the vlog. Today is Tuesday. I don't know, it's the 24th. Yeah, it's my sister's birthday. Today's the 24th. So I wasn't planning on vlogging today. I know I said that in the last video, but I got an early shift today, so I was hoping to lower my 350 today, which is sitting right over there. You guys can't see it because my finger's in the way. So the plan is to go get food because my mom refused to make food today. I'm gonna go get food, watch some YouTube videos like I always do while I eat food, and then I'll move that car into the garage, pull the Miata out, and then I'm gonna try to lower the car. I know I can do it, it's just that I don't know how low is low in that car. I know it's riding at like a little higher than stock height because of the coilovers. I've just maxed them out. So it's a little high right now, but I know my bumper is going to smash against everything at this point, so I've kind of just accepted that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower it a little bit and just see how much clearance I have on some of like the hills around here. I'll drive it around a little bit and see how that sits. Like, I'll give it a couple days. I know I'm supposed to, like, after you lower a car or raise it up, like, you're supposed to give it a couple days so it can settle, and then you can drive it and see how it is. So I might drive it into like a couple driveways and stuff like that and see how it goes. So I'm gonna go head to Subway like I always do, and I will see you guys when we get there or when we get home. Okay guys, so we're already back home, and I definitely forgot to pick up the vlog once we got to Subway, but I have the goods. I have my drink and my sandwich. So the plan is I'm gonna eat this, I'll watch my videos, and then it's 104 degrees outside according to my car, so I'm gonna wait until maybe like 7 o'clock when it's like starting to get dark so it cools down a little bit. I mean, it's probably gonna be this hot anyways, but the sun won't be beaming on me. I mean, I'll be in the garage anyways, but the sun won't be a factor. So I will pick up the vlog once I am in the garage.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, so we're in the Miata sitting in the garage. I need to move this car out so I can bring my 350 in. I would move one of the other cars, but they're in like a tight space. So this one's like the most open area in the garage. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this one out, grab my 350, move it in, and I will talk to you guys once we get into the 350. Okay, so I kinda am in excess of these little like sticky things for pop sockets because the guy that works next to me, he sells them so often people don't end up wanting them, so he just comes and puts them on my desk. So I end up just bringing them home and they kinda just sit around. So I had this one laying around and I just put a new pop socket on the back of my phone. So I'm going to actually utilize this one in this car. So some of you guys may be wondering why I don't drive this car. This car is supposed to be my daily. So the deal with this car is that it needs a fuel door actuator. It needs, I mean, this is a small thing, but it needs this clip right here for the passenger side. So what happens is that it just comes straight out. It doesn't clip into place, and that's kind of annoying. And then on this side, I don't know what the deal is, but this part keeps popping out when I'm driving. It'll like, from the vibrations, it'll just pop out. So that's an issue. And aside from that, mechanically, this car doesn't really need anything. It just needs an alignment since I switched the rims out. And this car was, it was in, I don't think it was in a collision, but it had undercarriage damage. So the entire like rear right of the car got brand new suspension components. So I'm pretty sure the toe and camber are completely out on that side of the car. So I need to go and get an alignment done and get that fixed. So that's gonna happen in the coming weeks. I just need a fuel door actuator and this car will be ready to drive. And I honestly need a brand new headliner because this one's disgusting and I want something that's a little nicer to look at. The tan isn't really doing it for me, and I know it's gonna be expensive, and I don't know, I might just end up just pulling the trigger and doing it. Anyways, I'm gonna set you guys down. I'm gonna pull this car into the garage and then we'll start lowering it. Okay, so excuse the mess in the background, but this is my 2007 350Z. It's an enthusiast edition. The only mods done to it are straight pipes, Raceland Coilovers, the Ultimo Coilovers, and these rims. So these are STR Racing 514s. The front's on a 24 offset, I want to say, or 24 or 25, and then the rears are on 30. The color might be off a little bit because these ones are brand new and those ones have been on the car since before the previous owner crashed it. So I have two 45 45s in the front and I have two 75 40s in the back. I just wanted a meatier tire on the back because rear wheel drive car, you get more traction or something like that if you run that. So I am going to start jacking up the front side. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set you guys up out here somewhere, and I'm going to hope that my phone doesn't get knocked over while I'm filming. And I'm just going to do the front and the back on the side that you can see, and then it's pretty much self-explanatory on the other side. I'm sure you guys know how to raise and lower cars on coilovers. So I will get right on that. I'll probably just end up moving the Miata back and just propping up my phone on there. And I will show you guys how to do it on the front and on the back of this car once we get to it. So I will see you guys in a second.
We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard, and I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow.
Okay guys, so we're on the driver's side front of the 350, and we were supplied with these two wrenches. So one is smaller than the other. As you can see, they're lined up. This one's smaller, that one's bigger. So each one opens a different collar. So there's this collar, which the small one opens, and there's also the second one that's also opened by the small one. And then for the big one up top, you have to use the bigger one. So let's get right into it. So if you're trying to raise or lower your car, you don't touch either of these ones. You touch nothing up here. That's just what the dampening and the preload, all that stuff. Well, not even dampening, it's just preload. Since I don't have like the completely adjustable ones, so it rides really stiff. So for mine, I just need to loosen this collar, and I wanted to lower my car 1 inch so that the tires are a little bit tucked. So I'm gonna go ahead and set you guys up somewhere, or like maybe film it with one hand and show you guys how to do it with the other. And yeah, that's about it. Let me just grab whichever tool it is I need. So I need the small one, which is this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen this collar. Okay, so my phone's getting hot because of how hot it is out here. But basically, we're just going to stick this in here. We're going to push it until it opens the collar. Let me put you guys down. I will open the collar and then I'll be right back. Also, a useful trick with these wrenches, some of them come with this right here. It's a 1/2 inch socket. So if you can't get it off, what you can do is you could stick a 1/2 inch socket into this, and then you can just turn it with that. So that's what I'm going to end up doing. So I have the socket wrench that I used to take the wheels off. Sorry if I'm out of breath. So I have this 1/2 inch. What you do is you just put it in there, click it down, and realign the wrench. And I was doing it right the first time. So I'm going to reset this real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, so loosening this collar was definitely way too hard to do without a socket wrench, so I had to put you guys down in order to do it. So I have it loosened. What I'm going to do is I'm going to measure the distance from here down to this one and see how much that is. And this so I can raise it or lower it exactly 1 inch. So I will be right back when I get the measuring tape. Okay, so we're measuring from the top of this collar to the top of the next collar, which is about 5 inches from what I remember. So I'm going to measure it real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, I was wrong. So the distance from here to here is actually 6 inches. So I need to take 1 inch off of that. So I'm going to move this collar up to where the 5-inch mark would be. And then I will start lowering the car, which you just have to spin the entire shock strut for. Sometimes it's easier to just unmount it and do it that way, but we'll see what ends up being the easier way with this one. Okay, so I moved this collar up, so this is about 1 inch right here of space. So now what I need to do is I need to take this entire shock tower and I need to turn it so that it starts screwing into this bottom boot right here. So I need to spin it clockwise in order to get it down there. So I don't think I'll be able to videotape that, but if you're trying to lower it, you're going clockwise. If you're trying to raise it, you're going counterclockwise. Okay guys, so it's pretty dark now, so you probably can't see anything, but it's been lowered 1 inch. I think it would be kind of redundant to do it on the back one now that I think about it, so I'll just give you guys a time lapse of me doing the back one and doing the rest of them. I accidentally messed up the preload on this one, so I need to fix that. For preload, basically move these ones down, but the top collars, and then hand tighten them, and then start tightening the top one until you get the width of one of these wrenches between the top and bottom one, and then tighten up the bottom to the top one, and then you set your preload. Okay guys, so it's 9:40 p.m. I have the Z sitting better than it was before. It's just the front, I lowered both by 1 inch. So the front looks like it's sitting a little bit lower than the back because the back has 45s and it has 40s instead of 45s like the front. So looks a little wonky. I might just drop the back a little bit lower, but we'll see. Let me show you guys what the final product is. So again, excuse my dirty garage and my dirty Z, but this is what it looks like after. We've got about 2 fingers of space. Maybe like 2.5, 3 fingers on this side. In the back, we've got actually about the same, like a little gap with 2 and then 3 is just tight. Ideally, you want it to be 2, like for stance or whatever, but I don't have an alignment. I know this side's gonna rub because as you can see, it's completely off and it's like that instead of being straight. This side is 2 with some wiggle room and then 3. I hope everything got dialed in right. Yeah, and then this one's 2, and then, no, this one's exactly 2. So I might have messed something up. So I may have messed something up and something might be off by a little bit, but I like it the way it sits. I might end up getting some spacers, like maybe like some 10, 15 mil spacers, just so it can like be flush with the fenders. The rears, I think I'd have, like after the alignment, I'd have to see what would fit. That about sums up this video. Thank you guys for watching the video. I'm sorry that I lost all that footage in the middle. I should have been more careful and I should have paid more attention. But that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you guys leave a like rating. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Let me know why you liked or didn't like the video. And make sure you hit the subscribe button. I'm filming literally all 3 or 4 of these videos in a span of 5 or 6 days. So the footage, I'm not gonna like, I'll read your comments, but nothing will go into effect until after this video because hopefully I'll actually edit everything now. But yeah, make sure you guys subscribe for new content every day, every couple days, and I will see you guys in the next video.